Hey guys, I'm Rick, and that is One Big Pile of Bricks, filmed on location at Brickvention 2023 with our amazing guest Randall, Lego Masters Season 2 US contestant. Ooh! Hello Randall, how are you?
I'm well. Australia's treating me well, and it's nice to meet you in person.
Wow, I feel honored. I'm blushing. I'm so hot. Who wouldn't be? Look at you.
No, jeez, I'm blushing.
So how have you found Lego Masters fame?
It is appropriately scaled. I can go to Target and nobody knows who I am, so that's great.
That's good. But yeah. America is a big place.
It is. But I most enjoy. I've been talking to the masters here in Australia. I most enjoy interacting with the kids.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I wasn't cognizant of going into it is that I'm building for kids.
Yeah.
Right? Like being in the community, being an AFOL, like I have a certain caliber that I expect of myself and anything like that. And like being on the show, you're put in wild situations and challenges, right? So just taking myself out of that and understanding like people enjoy stuff that I create and do. So it's been fun. It's been fun.
Have you enjoyed traveling to shows and getting people to recognize you? Yes.
So I recently did a meet and greet at Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah, they're massive in America.
Yeah, in Kenosha.
Wow,
and
cool.
There was somebody that said that they started building because they watched me on the show.
Wow.
Like they weren't into Lego at all. And then there was another young lady who said that, I was her favorite contestant on the show, which...
That makes your heart go... Oh.
Yeah, I don't expect things like that, right? So to hear that and then, have those moments with people is very rewarding.
It's, I lost my train of thought because I saw someone like, hey. So with being on Lego Masters, what is the overall experience like being on the show?
Being on Lego Masters is... overwhelming. It's exciting. It's scary. It's fun. It's all the things in between, right? So understanding that you're on set with an actor, very famous actor, Will Arnett. Also get to meet Lego designers that you're a fan of, models that they've created that you bought, but also meeting other people that are also into Lego like you. Like we talked a lot on the cast, on the set, that it was basically like attending a new convention every challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, so you would build to the brief and then afterwards you get to walk around just like you do here at Brickvention or Brick World Chicago or anything like that, and you get to see what people have made and like what they aimed for. So it was, I've never built anything like that in that circumstance, but afterwards I built the best stuff I've ever built.
Were you an MOC builder before you went on the show?
Was I
an MOC builder?
Yes. Yeah, I've been mocking for years. But I think what that show taught me was how to build for an audience.
Yeah.
Really, because you have to build for the camera. So a lot of times people build things to be photographed or things like that, but they're not thinking, may not be thinking about the experience of people walking through. And if you stepped away, how are people going to be able to understand the story or anything like that? So being on that show, learning narrative, learning aesthetic, learning technical skills really upped my game, I'd say.
So did you enjoy being on Lego Masters? Do you have any juicy goss and drama?
Do I have any juicy guys?
The eye roll said it all.
Did I enjoy Lego? Yes. Like if they called me back, I would be there yesterday. Like knowing everything that I know about, what to expect.
Yeah.
I would be back immediately because I just enjoy being challenged in that way.
Yeah.
Because you don't build like that at home. You don't build off of a hanging brick in your ceiling, right? Your ceiling might fall, right? Like you don't blow up Lego at home.
Yeah.
You might get somebody calling the fire department on you. So, it's things that I wouldn't necessarily do, but that I would enjoy doing again.
It's one of those things too. I don't think people listening and watching at home understand the amount of work that goes into a television show about a Lego brick, right? Like, How did you find the other contestants on set?
They were no. You're like, oh, am I gonna say something crazy? No. I'm thinking back to a conversation that I had with one of the masters here in Australia, which was that we came together as a family really fast.
Yeah.
And it was, you're in a competition, so you're kind of pressed to think of these people as competitors or antagonizers, things like that. But once you get to know them outside of the circumstance of the challenge, they like Lego just as you. It's the one thing that connects all of us. So we don't ever want to see anybody go, understanding it's a competition.
You want to win, though.
You want to win. I think what it is, you get to be in a place with 23 other people that enjoy building as much as you do, and you get to see them create in real time. And so you want to have as much of that as possible, even though you know that there's going to be somebody's going home, every challenge. It
must be hard being a family unit and then breaking off.
Yeah, because we don't get to see each other at conventions like this, right? Even here in Brickvention, not all of the Lego Masters here are here, right? So as much as we can, we try to travel where we can afford to, and then hang out as long as possible. Within Lego and beyond.
So have you done any meet and greets? Have you met the fans at opening of stores or done any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mentioned that Bricks and Minifigs in Kenosha earlier. Yeah. I've done a couple. We had a season finale in Utah.
Wow.
A season finale watch last September of 2021, excuse me. So that was cool to meet people in person and have basically almost the whole cast, 16 out of the 24.
Wow, that's a lot.
So that was fun. I just really enjoy hearing people's perspectives of the show because I have my own experience, right? I know what things I would have done better, what things I should have done better, but all they see is, joy, I think. So that reminds me to keep it like that.
How did you find Brickmaster Amy and Brickmaster Jamie?
So Jamie, I was aware of because I watched the Lego designer videos, when he would walk through his sets. Amy, I wasn't familiar with. I'm trained in architecture, so I listened to Jamie's feedback with a specific ear. Amy's was very helpful because I'm very used to building realistic things. So she's add color, add, stuff like that.
Add something that makes it look pretty.
Yeah. So, I think and not to say that that's all she focused on. She definitely talked about strength and technical things too, but taking their feedback away, I think really helped me scale my game up. And I got to hang out with them after the show, not immediately, but meeting them, in the year plus since. And they're super cool.
They are really good people. They are really nice. I've met Jamie a few times. I've met Amy once.
Yeah.
Because in Canberra, which is another place, right? Jamie came out. And,
really?
Yeah, and he did had a talk and stuff. Because back in the day, before Lego was so big as it is now, Lego used to loan Lego designers to a show if you'd pay for them to come over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met him, and he was really tired because of flight to get over.
Yeah.
But he's a nice dude. I've seen him a few times when I've been in Denmark.
Yes, Jamie is cool. I met him again at LegoCon last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So just hanging out with him and really getting to know other Lego masters from other countries, but also him at the same time. It was great. Very rewarding.
So looking back on your time on Lego Masters, do you think you could have changed what you did to go further?
Could I have changed what I did to go further? Yes. I think one thing that is important for everybody to know if they're interested in applying or being on the show is you kind of have to lean into the absurd. I think one thing that we can lose sight of as we grow up and become adults is maybe becoming jaded or trying to think of things in very realistic circumstances, but you have to have that childlike wonder and really lean into children they marry things like hot sauce, pickles, and potato chips, right?
That is delicious.
I said that specifically because my brother used to do that when he was 9. But I mean, that's what I mean, right? That's absurd. So you have to really transfer that to conceptually the things that you want to build because you're building for kids, and you shouldn't be shy when doing that because the things that you build for a convention, let's say, may not be the same thing that you would build for the show.
Yeah. So how have you found Brickvention as a show? Is it the best show you've been to?
You about to get me in the hot seat because I'm gonna be in Chicago at Brick World in June.
I know it's coming up. It's gonna be quick.
Yes. So Brickvention, I think, has the grandest venue I've ever been in.
It's a very beautiful venue.
Yes. Yeah. I think square foot wise is comparable, if not a tad bigger. But I really like to see different builds that I may not see in the United States, right? Definitely Australia-centric things, but if there's a certain theme or a certain concept that I may not come across. That's what I've been most interested in.
That's a very politically correct answer.
You know it.
You don't want to get home and get into trouble, right?
You know it, because I'm trying to exhibit at Brick World, so they ain't about to shut me out.
So with traveling, you've done a bit of travel. I've seen on your Instagram. I was sort of keeping an eye on you, and I saw you were here, and I was like, well, I'm going to pin him down. And I saw Brickman. He's like, you need to have a chat to Randall. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting to him. I'll get to him. It's just,
Yeah.
How have you found traveling Australia? Do you like it?
I'm very grateful to have been afforded the chance to come. I don't know. Lego brought me here. Quite frankly, I came here for this.
Yeah.
So, and then to see a friend, ahead of time, but it's been a joy to experience the land down under. First thing I did was get a Bunnings sandwich.
How did you go?
It was great.
They're good, right?
It was great.
Yeah.
I'm low maintenance. I don't need much. So having a sausage on white bread, that's perfect for me.
It's actually surprisingly good.
Yes.
When you speak to people overseas, like, that's dumb.
Right.
Like, no, it's
right. That was
good.
Great. Had some Tim Tams. Had some kangaroo meat pie. What is going on with y'all? Meat pie. Meat pie.
Do you like them?
Meat pie.
Do you like it?
I like Vegemite more than meat pie.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Come on, man.
It's delicious.
I like meat and I like pie, but I don't like them together. Do you?
Obviously.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's where we're at. No. Well, fighting words. Look, it's a unique delicacy.
Okay.
But do you like Vegemite?
I didn't know that y'all put butter on your toast as well as when you put the Vegemite
Did
on it.
you just have it straight on?
No, it was toast, butter, and Vegemite.
Yeah.
So
was it nice?
So yeah, it was great. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all scared me. Here's the other thing about Australia too. People have been trying to scare me, talking about, you about to run into spiders and mosquitoes.
You found any drop bears yet?
Not quite. I'm trying to find those. Where can I go?
Do you know what a drop bear is?
No, I want to find out.
So a drop bear is a fake thing we invented.
Oh.
It's a koala.
Okay.
And we say they drop and they chase you.
Got it. Yeah. Annie was telling me about this yesterday.
And everyone believes it because they think it's like a thing.
No.
Because everything in Australia is designed to kill you.
So they say. Australia's been great. I will come back.
I haven't died yet. Which is good.
Yeah. Come back in one piece. I've had a really good time.
Yeah, you've had a really good time?
I've had a really good time. I like to explore, just walk around cities. I'm, again, trained in architecture. So, cool. That's one of the things that I have been paying attention to a lot. So, yeah, Australia's great.
The building we're in used to be an old zoo.
Old zoo?
Yeah.
I thought it was Parliament.
No, it was a zoo.
It was a zoo.
Yeah, back in the day.
Okay.
So they used to have a zoo and they've had like a museum.
Wow.
So it's a beautiful building. Cost them a lot of money to be here.
I see. They probably have more goats in here than Lego has in this building.
I just gave.
You just gave away a goat?
I gave away a goat
to
Dan
bro.
from Lego Masters New Zealand.
Wow.
It's because I know him well.
Very generous. Very.
No, because he mentioned it on the podcast we recorded, and I was like, do I have any spare? And I looking, and I found it. I was like, I give it to him. And I gave it to him and he nearly started crying. I'm like, dude, it's fine. It's like, it's a Lego. It's not like, but that's what it's about. It's about looking after each other.
That's true.
So how have you found comparing your experience to the Australian Lego Masters?
I found that we speak the same language in terms of, circumstances, challenges, triumphs, failures. My season was specifically different in that we were filming at the height of COVID in the United States.
Yeah, there's a few seasons here they did it as well.
Yeah, so we were locked down, so we didn't get to hang out as much after, every day or on the weekends because they're trying to protect everybody.
Yeah.
So I think the first and the third seasons in the U.S. probably are most similar to the experiences that Masters had here.
Yeah, because they locked down, I think it was 2 seasons here. It was season 2 and season 3. They couldn't really do much because, we were all making it up as we go because we didn't know.
We didn't know.
How have you found the difference in culture?
Y'all are very...
Look, he's being very selective.
No. Y'all are very profane.
I don't know what you're talking about. We won't repeat what I said when I first saw him.
No, I don't even know what that was. But
you brought it out in me. You were showing me your leg, and I was getting all excited.
So
and I was like, oh my
fault.
God. And then I saw your face, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That thing that you didn't say is my fault. That you didn't say. Yes. No.
It's very in your face.
Yes.
Right? Like, you don't realize until And there's some bad words, like, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And everyone that I know that's visited Australia is like, you guys say that word just like it's nothing?
But again, what I did not say is that I'm a fan. So you didn't let me finish my statement. So
are you a fan?
I get
trying
down.
to stir the pot here?
Yeah.
Like,
So no, culturally, I mean, like it's a Western world, so it's very similar. I just think about, again, architecturally, just things that I've seen. I'm like, dang, I wish we had that in America.
you wish you had meat pies in America?
No, did not say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I said I wish there are certain things like y'all don't tip,
Yeah, we don't. But
I'm
we
like-
pay well.
but you pay well. Yeah, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but
okay.
that's a catch-22, right? So
That's fair.
With America, you can get a burger meal $10.
Yeah,
You got a tip, that's fine.
Yeah.
Here it can be like $30, and then the guy's earning $40. You know what I mean? Like, so it's
Fair.
a big deal.
fair.
So overall, you've had a great experience.
Yeah. I have to come back and tell everybody that everything that they were talking about, trying to scare me, was cap. This untrue is what that means.
Were they trying to scare you? Oh,
yeah,
you're going to Australia.
I'm like, what? Like, I see concrete and Wi-Fi and electricity here. What do y'all think is happening down here?
You didn't see any kangaroos yet?
No, I ate one though. Not gamey. I was surprised. It tastes like steak.
They're actually quite nice.
Yeah, trying to get some gator, but
You'd have to be in Queensland.
Um,
You have to be in certain parts of Australia to get access to certain meat.
okay.
You can try emu.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I got to figure that out too sometime.
So when do you leave Australia?
Tuesday afternoon.
And straight back home?
No, I'm gonna be in Brisbane, then in Vancouver,
Wow.
then in Chicago.
So is it a layover in Brisbane, or you're staying for a couple of days?
Layover.
It's a long flight.
Bro, don't remind me. I'm
It's
trying
like
to be present.
18 hours or something?
Don't remind me. I'm trying to be present.
I'm flying over in like April, so I understand
Okay.
I understand the flight difference, but
Yeah.
all
I
the
mean,
good things are here.
I get to say that I was there for X amount of time, I guess. Maybe eat some breakfast and then bounce.
Have you got any hot goss on Lego Masters?
Have I got any
Hot goss?
hot costs?
Who you didn't get along with?
Oh, no. Like I told you, everybody's
No.
fam. No, no. I think as with many people that you'll find, like their partners have, they beef in the moment.
Yeah.
Right. Because you got to figure out who's gonna do what, how they're gonna do it. You might not like the way they did it. So like that happened with me.
Did you like your partner that you were teamed up with? Did you know them beforehand?
Yeah, we had started like a Lego business a couple years before that.
Wow. So what do you do in the Lego business?
We make hip hop inspired Lego stuff.
Dude, that's awesome.
So she's a hip hop archivist.
Wow.
So she archives people's
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and she's in that world. And so it was easy for her to like say, okay, Lego has all these things like Star Wars, Minions,
Yeah.
but don't really have like hip hop stuff that speaks to her and people that have her same interests. So so that's how we linked up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
So did you guys get along the whole time on the show?
I mean, like I told you, there were times that we beefed in the moment.
Because you're in the moment and it's like pressure, right?
Right. Like panic happens, and then I work well when it's cool. I don't work well when we panic. So, working through that and getting to a place where, all right, now we understand, because we didn't build that much that often together before. So understanding like how you communicate, what your preferences are, like, all right, don't do this no more.
Yeah.
If we don't do this, then we can make it through. And we made it through after the show. People ask me like, are you still cool with Sarita? I'm like, yes. Like, I talk to her all the time.
Well, because
like,
you hear
we meet
horror
every
stories,
Sunday.
right? You always hear stories afterwards. Some teams But it happens because when you're in a pressure cooker situation and you're forcing to build.
Yeah. I had to make sure that she looked good on the show because she was the first black woman on the show ever across the whole world.
Really?
Yes.
That's a big thing about US Lego Masters. It has a little bit more diversity than Australia. Australia, unfortunately, still one color. Especially the last season was a bit...
I haven't seen season 4?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
I've only seen like 30 minutes of the first season.
Wow.
So did you first episode of the first season.
Did you watch any other seasons besides the US season to prepare to go on the show?
Yeah, I watched the second season of Australia. I've seen 3. I've seen the first 3.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit of New Zealand since. So I met Dan. And then I even watched the UK, like the very first one. With
it's not very good.
It's different. Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, it's terrible. You're like, it's different.
It's different. So
it's just the way they did it is weird compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because Australia was the first model that exploded.
Yes.
Because we're the ones who changed it.
The blueprint.
Yeah, because when they were asking for season 1 contestants, they rang me and I said,
You're not interested?
I saw the UK one. It's dumb.
Oh, right. You didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know, right?
Okay.
And then season 1 comes on and explodes and you're like...
But I think that's also good, too, because now that you knew, like, okay, this is what it is. So...
And it's sort of like everyone who's been on has done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing the best you can. And you notice all around the world now, like Europe and stuff is pretty much the same set.
I think one thing to note, too, is that if you know that if you don't like to build like that, don't stress yourself trying to get on the show.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like to build fast or you don't like to be stressed like that, you know, it's for different people. You know, it's not meant for everybody, I've learned.
Yeah, it's one of those things, too, that the people at home can criticize you for the way you're building, but they don't understand that.
Correct.
You know, they don't understand
It's
that
a mental marathon just as it is like one of skill and will.
Yeah, but skill's a big part of it, you reckon?
Oh, yeah, it is. But also, like, it's circumstances, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, the circumstances that you build under, they don't know, like, what you had to go through to get to that table and start putting bricks on the table.
Have you interacted with any of the US season 1 contestants? Have you spoken to them?
Yeah.
And what are they like?
Yeah. Season 1 is who I thought they were. I met Corey. Corey is cool. Mel, Jermaine. I met Tyler in 2021.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, Aaron, right before he got hired as a Lego designer. And
there's a few of them at Boone's over there now.
Boone's over there now. Yeah. So,
I'm trying to pin a couple of them down because I'm heading over. And I was like, let's do podcast.
I missed most of season 1 last year at Brick World because I was at LegoCon. So, so I couldn't meet Kara and Jesse. Yeah. So, because they were in
Crystal
Hawaii.
And stuff as well?
No, I hadn't met them either. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I had to meet them. I have like a cinch bag that I'm trying to get signed. So if y'all are listening, if I ever meet you, I have something that you need to sign because I'm collecting.
Sign all these stuff.
I'm collecting all signatures from the U.S. League Lego Masters people.
So are they gonna do a season 3?
They already did a season 3.
Yeah,
it just finished.
They did.
Somebody won it, the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, they even got 2 trophies.
That's your fault. No.
They even got 2 trophies.
Because we don't get to see it. Like, you have to, like, find alternate
I've heard
ways.
That.
Yeah, because they don't air it here. Like, it's really weird. Even though the company that owns it owns a big, like, cable channel here. Like, it's really weird. Like,
I can watch y'all's, though.
Really?
Yeah, right. Go straight to Channel 9.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you find watching ours compared to the Americans? Are we better builders?
That people talk about that all the time, and I don't be looking at it like that. Yeah, no, like, are y'all better builders? I like y'all setup better. I like
the set is really nice.
I like not just the set, but like how it's structured. I like being able to see how people are building things because we have more teams on the show.
You guys have a lot of teams, right?
12.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
But I think outside of that, you know, because that's all I'm interested in. Like, I like to see how people achieve things and like, all right, how did you achieve that shape or that movement, like using this specific piece or technique? Yeah. So I get to really see that in Australia, which I like.
Did you have a lot of parts to get access to in the brick pit over there?
Have a lot of parts. Yeah.
It wasn't just basic bricks. They had
it wasn't just basic bricks, but I think that's the other thing, right? Like, that's why even in the Lego store, in the Lego classic stuff, they keep putting Lego Masters there because those are the same bricks that we build with. Because you have to build to shape things for the scale for the TV to capture it. So that's something that I learned after the show.
They want big and grand.
They want big, right? So you're not getting a lot of mileage out of like small articulate pieces because those won't come up on TV as clearly as the 2x4s or the 2x2s.
So did you interact with Nathan Sawaya, the LCP? No, you haven't. Have you met him?
No,
because he helped on the show.
Brian has.
Yeah,
Brian on my season has because he's out in that area as where Nathan is. So that was cool. I've seen his exhibit that travels around the States, but I haven't met Nathan, no.
It exhibited here first in Australia. They started
the Art of the Brick?
Yeah, it was like a long time ago. And it was at like in Federation Square. I don't know if you've been there yet. It was in one of the buildings there, yeah.
Okay.
So it's across from Flinders Street train station.
Okay.
But how do you find the Brickman?
He's cool. I met him Friday.
Yeah.
And I think somebody introduced me to him, and you know, I got stamped by Brickman because I bought his book.
Yeah.
The latest book that he got, and so he signed it for me. Like, it's great. Again, watching him on y'all's seasons for 3, maybe 4 that I've seen, like, it's great.
Did he tell you any gossip about season 5?
No. No, because I didn't even know y'all was having a season 5 until
Yeah.
this year, until I came here.
Yeah, because they've got the shirt there.
I saw.
So we can talk about it because it's got the shirt.
Right.
So season 5 is going to be like Grandmasters. So
I've seen on the shirt, right.
So they're going to get like previous contestants.
That seem to have done well but didn't quite win it. So they may do something like that in the US. I'm not sure.
That'd be awesome.
Because we're like a season behind y'all, right? So we just finished season 3. So they're probably gonna start filming season 4 soon. If I'm thinking the schedule is what it is.
They would, right? Like
it's successful. I like season 3 too. Like the cast is great. The cast is that I got along with them immediately.
That's right. Dom is on season 3.
Yes, Ethan and Dom.
Yeah, I know Dom. He like messages me through Instagram and stuff.
Okay.
And I know Mel as well.
Yes.
Well. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
season 3 was 8.
How good is this? I got to meet an amazing Lego master.
And I got to meet Rick James.
See, like famous.
Yeah, and famous.
Dan, clip that bit. That's perfect. Well, thank you so much, Randall. We appreciate you taking your time out of, I disturbed you while you were eating.
You did.
I'm sorry.
But you didn't ruin it.
No, I said sorry.
You did.
I'll come back.
That made the meal taste so much better. Thank you.
That's all right. We'll put all his socials and everything, all the Randall stuff. He's a good dude. Follow him on Instagram. Are you on any other? Are you on TikTok yet?
No. Woo.
Are you not shaking your booty on there? Like?
No, sir. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. And if I did, I'd make them pay. Yeah.
Link in bio. No.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks.